Hey everybody, it's Arthur Wilson III. I'm back again. I just got a couple tips on, what to do when you're out and about. I've been in a couple situations to where, it wasn't the best. Then, some were good, some were bad when I met some people or tried to offer the opportunity. And what I just want to, tell some of you is that you don't want to overtalk the opportunity sometimes, it can be kind of hard, if you see somebody you like and you want to tell them or introduce them to the opportunity or the product or anything like that. You don't really want to over talk it too much. You want to leave them with just about as little information as possible, but enough to make them curious and interested. I mean, you could tell the right person the wrong thing on the right day. As weird as that sounds, it works. You may not say something the right way to the right person, but you grab their attention to where they, want to get more information. That this is cool, don't worry, And then you might run into somebody, that's really curious and, they asking you a bunch of questions. Now, I'm going to tell you like they told me. They said, these 3 words can make you $1,000,000. I don't know. But you have to follow it by these next 7. But I know someone who does. And by doing that, you pretty much saying like, I don't know a lot, I'm new to this, but this person that introduced me, they have all the answers for you. And that's when, you plug them to your upline or whoever brought you in. So, when you're out, don't over talk it, don't under talk it. Just try to give as much information as you can. And by doing so, there's plenty of ways to get out of, talking to somebody. What you can do is, one of my favorites, like, if we're in line or something, and it's something to do with food, I'd be like, well, look, this isn't a good time right now. Can I get some information from you? Or I rode with somebody. Do you have some contact information? Because they're waiting on me and I really have to go. And this is kind of cool because, it's the perfect way to end, something that, you don't want to blow a situation. And then let's just say, when you're out and about and you're looking for something to do, with your business, first place you start, I would say the newspaper. You can go on the newspaper, you look for, after work affairs or network marketing affairs or, business-minded people. Look for, in the business section or the classifieds for, all type of different events that may be going on in the city. There might be speakers or, who knows what's going on, in your backyard. You just have to do a little bit of research. Let's say, you're in a certain environment and, you're trying to talk to somebody. It's loud. So what do? Well, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, you can approach this person and tell them like, hey, how you doing? And, it's loud, but I have something I want to talk to you about. Do you have some contact information? And, that way, you exchange information and you tell them like, hey, I'm going to call you or, email or whatever, however you want to do it. And then let's just say, you're at a family gathering, a social gathering, and you really want, to, make sure these people remember you. You don't want to overtalk it at the social or family gatherings either, but a little bit. Let's say, Uncle Joe is sitting behind, he wants to know, what are you doing? You tell him, a little bit about the opportunity. Don't overtalk it, because 9 times out of 10, Uncle Joe is over there. He's eating his plate. He's tearing into that, that steak that he has or that chicken, and he's hearing what you're saying, but he's focused on eating, and it doesn't really work out because the moment he puts that piece of food down and he wipes his mouth, he says, "So what was we talking about?" You done wasted a lot of time, breaking down, what you're doing, how you're making your money or your new living. It's sad, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. Trust me, I learned. Let's say, you're at a gathering and this person you don't know, but you want this person to remember you. Something that always works, a sports team. Let's say a sports team that time that you're in. What you can do is be like, hey, John, how you doing or whatever, I'm Arthur. And how you can make sure John remembers you is be like, okay, I'm going to just use this, like, Detroit Tigers, like, hey, you a Tigers fan? And depending on what he says, you've got to play the situation. So if he says, yeah, I'm a Tigers fan, you know what you do? You react in a negative way. Like, oh, those bums. I don't like the Tigers. Did you see how many games they lost? And that right there, he's going to remember you for talking about his team. Now, it's funny. It works. He's going to remember you. And at the end, after you calm down, you start a conversation, and you ask him or them about what do they do. Then they ask you, and then you pique their interest. Ask them, do they keep their business options open, and from there you exchange information. Now, we all are going to run into those people who be like, who are like, well, can I just get your information? Well, it sucks, but I don't know if you want to give them, because you control the opportunity. So I don't know if you always want to give them, all the, goods, and you get nothing from them. I'm a firm believer in order to get, you have to receive. So in order for you to give them, the opportunity, you have to receive something from them. Because most people be like, oh, I'll call you. And you never hear from these people again. It happened to me. I'm giving out plenty of cards. Oh, I'll call you. I'm really interested in, I don't know where these people are, but I gave them a card. And it was just like, you might as well say it's throwing pennies out the drain. You might as well just say that. But that's why I say, anybody who's not willing to give up any type of information, they're probably not the people that you want in your organization, in your downline, or to introduce to the opportunity. Now, would you like them to be a customer? Sure, but it's not always going to work out that way. But I just want to, put that in your ear, that this game isn't fair, it's not friendly. That's why they say, in football, my coach once said, there's good play, there's a bad play, and there's a next play. So you might have it, in that order. There are some people that listen, some people who act like they listen, some people who don't care. And that's just how life is. But I just want to, give you guys a few tips on, what to do, how you possibly can react in a situation, or just something that you could do. Hopefully I gave some good tips. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Arty45. That's ARTTY45. My email, contact me, is arthurwilson08@gmail.com. Once again, that's ARTHURWILSON08@gmail. Check out the Liquidity website. That's liquidityint.com/Arthur. That's LIQUIDITYINT.com/Arthur. ARTHUR. Once again, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. And if I was you, but I'm not, but if I was, I would definitely just take into consideration what I just said, do your own research, and contact me. Have a good day.